Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Battle for Wesnoth. As you've guessed, this is the AAR of Test of the Clan. Yeah, as you might have guessed it from the title screen or the thumbnail screen of this episode. Yeah, this is the AAR. Yeah, at the end of the last episode, I just expressed my desire to just continue playing and try to beat this level. I did, but then the losses were just too much. I don't know, I cannot really tell you exactly what the losses were, but yeah, it was a bit too much, and I just decided to, just to play it with any kind of commentary first, and then see where that leads us. And the result, I mean, I had to play it once more, but without a commentary, but I was able to reach a result where I was not completely happy. I can never be happy, I guess, without taking out all the swords of the clan, the masters of the clan. But yeah, that was what I felt was the most promising end to the scenario, so I decided to keep it and show what happened. Yeah, so let's go into it without further ado and see what I did. Of course, I mean, total blur, but okay, so yeah, so let's see what I have done here. Yeah, I just brought some Thunderers about to be upgraded, so they have full health if they get damaged or done a good deed in the battle. Have a 4 HP, and I was kind of hoping that these guys will upgrade to another unit where it's going to have not only 1 Thunder Stick attack but 2. But that's not the case. Yeah, so I'm not so sure why Konrad insists on getting out of his keep and trying to claim this. I don't know, maybe every last gold pieces count. For the next scenario, which is apparently the last scenario of this campaign. Okay. Brought in some veterans here. Yeah, 1 healer and 1 archer. So archer possibly going west to protect this area. Okay, alright, so they're bringing a good mix of troops, mostly cavalrymen and archer. And finally, yeah, more archers. So let's just quickly check these guys. Level 1 cavalryman, lancer. So lancers do have stronger charge attack, but that's the only thing they have. Yeah, they're the most fearsome, I find, of the parties. So these guys are no slouch at all. Yeah, so 3 charge attacks. Definitely very fearsome. And these guys are all Grand Knights. Yeah, so the upgraded version of the Knight. Here they bring in 2 Knights, 2 Lancers and 1 Knight. Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, they're very fast too. As you can see, some of them I think are faster because they're quick. No, actually, Lancers do travel a bit faster than Knight. Wow. Okay, so they are all about mobility and charging attacks. We're pretty impressed to see them, but not against our forces. Alright, so the orange faction, which is the faction that I'll be facing after going through these guys. I think they'll be the faction in the south. They bring in some knights and level 2 bowmen. Longbowman, to be exact. Okay, so let's see what I do next turn as a response to this. Okay, so I bring the dwarves south. Interesting. Okay, so I bring the dwarves south, which might be a problem because I mean, I learned last time I played this scenario that the forces trying to attack us from the west is much more, I guess, yeah, I think they are going to attack us from the west more than from the immediate south, so maybe I'm just trying to go for the south as quick as possible and then spread out from there. That's probably my plan. Yeah, I think that was my plan, although I do think that I'm bringing Li'sar toward west to provide leadership to these guys that I brought, which is primarily composed of the level 1 archers. Yeah, primarily going to be stationed here guarding the forest or attract them to the forest, along with the elvish healer and the sorceress to weaken them, and then yeah, huntsman. Okay, so interesting group of mostly ranged attackers, and these guys are now trying to pace itself to kind of measure how they're going to deal with these guys. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. So one more knight, I think, for the northwest troops. South, going straight up, trying to catch that village, and one always goes down. We have 2 knight units to contend with in the south, and here the purple, yeah, spread all out. 2 knights trying to join the orange faction to attack our south. Could be very interesting. Alright, so Konrad, yeah, challenges any of the clan masters. Lord, this is Lord, so maybe this guy is the leader, not the sirs of other clan. Yeah. I mean, he's the Grand Knight all the same. He's a sir, yeah, this guy's another sir, so I guess they all follow the Lord's direction here. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, they're all spreading out. If I get this off, you can see a bit better how they're spread out. And I think it was 0, yeah. Well, I mean, you can see a bit. I mean, I guess the 1080p resolution will not really help in trying to get a good look at the battlefield here. Yeah, yeah, I think it's a bit too small, so zoom it back in. So this guy is now going to be able to reach these 2 guys, so I'm sure that I'm going to bring these guys back. And this guy also at the edge of this. I think this guy recaptured the village first, but for the sake of safety, I gotta just bring them back and prepare for this guy's charge. Maybe this guy will also capture this village if I move out. Okay, so alright. I think for the extra unit okay, so the Lord didn't bring anything. But I think here in the northwest they brought another knight, so they're adding to the forces. Yeah, these guys are farthest, but these guys do have access to the most amount of resources, so yeah, it will be like that undead from the Swamp of Dread that kept producing the walking corpses. Although the walking corpses are basically, I'm not so sure exactly how much gold piece that they require, but yeah, I think these guys will continuously produce some units to bring against us. So yeah, a lot of things, a lot of weight on Li'sar's shoulders to protect this area. Yeah, I do bring them back, as you can see. Oh, okay, so surprisingly enough, I do concentrate all my forces to battle that knight south. Yeah, most imminent battle is where I concentrate all my forces on. And I bring another round of level 1 unit. Okay, hinged by this guy. Level 3 sharpshooter. 11 times 5. Pretty good. Neutral, so yeah, okay. So consistent attacks regardless of time of day, and the white mage. I'm sure this guy goes west to support Li'sar in any way he can. Or yeah, so we do have a bit of formation here, and I think I'm running out of, well, not really right now, but I think the next turn is going to be my last turn of recruitment, so let's see what I bring. But for now, I'm bringing some mix of veteran and new troops here, mostly composed of elves, and some dwarves thrown into the mix. Only brought them because I wanted to upgrade them for the last mission, so these guys are quite important to survive, yeah. And a healer, and actually 2 healers, so more than enough, I think. And some leaders as well, so yeah, pretty good mix. Although, I mean, trying to go up against the knight is pretty harsh. And I don't think I plan to throw these guys away from the outset, so I try to preserve them as much as possible. If, you know, things come to pass where I to expose them to some harm, then I try to put them in the village or something so they can be more protected than usual. Although I had tried that tactic before, of placing these guys far ahead so that the following troops will have a better time against these units. But I think for this incarnation or for this attempt, I did not do that, so let's see what I do. But then I need to wait for these guys to make their move first. Yeah, so it's just charging toward the river. Yeah, capturing it, and yeah, capture the villages, so yeah, they do capture the villages, so extra goal for them. Bring an extra bowman. Nothing to be too worried about. Bowmen are pretty fleet of foot too, so gotta watch out. I think these guys are, yeah, movement point of 6, so they're pretty, they can travel pretty fast, especially on the open terrain. These guys are 9 or 8, yeah, 8, and the lancers are 10, I believe, so yeah, they're really quick. So as you can see, these guys are really close, so I need to probably attack him. Let's see what happens here first. Yeah, they're charging straight ahead after capturing all the villages. Yeah, no wonder they live on the flat terrain. Some sand areas where maybe I could have made some interesting tactic, especially around here, but I don't think I used the desert as much. Yeah, I don't know whether the dwarves are pretty good in sand. Maybe I should have used it to good effect. No, they're not that good, so. Humans, I don't know, they're not good at all. Yeah, so sand is not really good, especially, I don't know exactly how it affects the cavalry units. Yeah, sand is probably just a little obstacle for them to not reach us right away, so they have to go around the desert areas. Okay. Alright, so let's see what I do to deal with these guys, because if I deal with this knight, then I have to face the wrath of this guy, so it's all staggered. And one thing about the knights, the difference in the knight movement, this difference in the movement points for the knight unit, is that these guys will arrive first, make a mess of our unit, and then the knight can also come right after that. And then yeah, make a further mess of our unit. So yeah, there's no let up in the pressure against our forces. Okay, so I bring all the level 1 units. I'm basically trying to throw them away, and I missed a couple of shots there, which is unfortunate. It was rather unfortunate RNG that happened, because I thought that 3, archers would be enough, especially with the leader in tow, to finish one knight unit off, but it wasn't to be, so I had to use 4 units to surround the village, basically, to get him off our backs. And now many of our units are exposed, unfortunately. Not only to this guy, but also the bowman. And I'm kind of thinking that the bow guys could, attempt to attack this guy, but we're not going to suffer too much from that, so it's a bit of a compromise. And this guy is not going to come up as well. Yeah, movement of 9 due to its quick trait. And this is interesting. I wonder if Konrad is going to accompany Li'sar in defense of this area, but yeah, I'm at least bringing the 4 elf units, the archers, to protect this area. I don't know whether that's enough. Maybe these guys will follow up. And I bring 2 rangers, and 1 dwarvish lord, so this is rather interesting. It's a huge pool of health, definitely a tank, but his attacks will be not as useful or effective against the impact and also blade resistant knight unit. Yeah, so this guy is just there to provide stopgap between our forces or between soft units. Yeah, so let's see how I do this, how I make use of this unit. And this guy is really slow, movement point of only 4, and it's going to be not served well by the terrains. Well, I mean, it's okay across the sand and all the terrains that we see in this map. Yeah, so it's not as bad, especially in the mountains. It's going to be pretty good. So let's see if this guy even reaches the mountains before everything's said and done. Alright, so the counterattack time for the knight, so Ruga faction, the green faction or turquoise. Seems more of a aqua color. Nah, maybe it's just green. Okay, let's see what they do. Yeah. Okay, so 3 charge attacks, 2 landed, and there goes that archer unit. So first loss. Trading some arrows there. So the green faction mostly targeted our weaker units, and 2 of these guys were not enough to finish the archer unit. So I guess it's a bit of a win for us. Yeah, although my guy was, yeah, destroyed by this lancer, that was expected. Yeah, so the grunt kind of served its purpose, although I don't want to throw them away needlessly. You know, it was kind of strategic value. Alright, so... Oh, I already seen the northwest guy move. Alright. These guys are going everywhere. Yeah, the purple, using up superior mobility to combine the forces here as a launching pad against our forces going south. So it could be problematic down the road. Yeah, good mix of level 1, level 2 knight unit, cavalrymen and lancers. Pretty scary. Very scary. Just across the river. And northwest, they are now at the river, so we are kind of late. Yeah, we are kind of late in arriving here in time for the knight to face off against the knight unit from northwest, although these guys are kind of lagging behind thanks to them trying to capture the villages. But they arrive right after this guy crosses the river, so it's going to be like multiple turns of facing off against them. And unfortunately during the day, I think they're going to arrive past the night. It's going to be, yeah, nice, effective, not nice, ideal. Alright, so now we do have these units in our sights, so let's see what I do. Of course, the ideal outcome of this is going to be 2 units lost, and lost to them, and we are now trying to face up against this unit, but in a more measured way. Right, so knight is upon us. Good news for us. And yeah, okay. Yeah, definitely going there west for the mountains. Okay, so I bring more. Yeah, so that's I guess good. More reinforcements for Li'sar. Horsemen, bringing the... Oh wow, cool. I upgrade this guy to thunder something. Alright, finally was able to finish the guy off. Yeah. Pretty good results there. Yeah. So I was able to finish the lancer and the bowman that was guarding the village. And now we have a pretty open field for this guy, Ruga. Alright, so we have upgraded this guy to thunder something. Let's check thunder guard. Okay, cool. And yeah, upgraded across the board in terms of attacks. So the blade attacks now pretty effective as well. 6x3. And this guy is thunderstick. I think upgrades from, I can check. Yeah, check this guy. 18 to 28. So yeah, even more. Basically, yeah, I mean, a whole lot more damage brought by this guy. Only 1 attack though, but still it's pretty impressive. Same kind of resistance. And more helpful. 45. Not as big as the dwarvish lord or any melee dwarvish unit, but yeah, pretty impressive for a ranged guy. Since this guy only upgrades to 40 elves, the... Okay, so where do we have the Yeah, Rangers, yeah, level 2, 40, only 40. And for the, what is that? Marksman that I brought. Okay, here, 50 for level 3, so okay. Yeah, dwarvish guys get a bit more health points, that's good. And they do, some of these guys have healthy trait which heals them by 2 health points I believe after every turn, so that's pretty good. Don't need as much healing. Yeah, so we are in a pretty good place here. How about West? I mean, it's a bit late in arriving. Although, I mean, there are surplus of units now coming to Li'sar's aid. And she tries to station herself around here and then surrounded by the elves. And as you... yeah, okay, so... you can see Konrad is also joining the action. Yeah, so I bring, I guess, 2 leadership guys to really serve as a linchpin of defense against this oncoming knight unit. Okay, so that's my plan, I guess. Alright, so the knight has crossed the river. Alright. Yeah, so now these guys are going up. No new units. Yeah, they're crossing the river in various places. Knight is opting to take the bridge. And archers are hoping to take a bit of swim. But yeah, I mean, they're pretty quick. 2 turns is all they require to cross the river, which is pretty narrow. Only 2 hexes. Alright, how about you? Bringing an extra unit? Yep, longbowmen. So we need to make the most of the night and prepare ourselves as best as possible. Yeah, okay, so we arrive there in formation. Okay, interesting. So I bring the dwarves closer to the scene of action, so I do believe that I brought these guys, or I'm just trying to see, thinking that I have enough units to fight this guy in the south. Trying to bring these guys down the middle and support either of these 2 groups as situation arises. Okay, so I placed this guy thinking that this guy will not be able to finish any of these units in one go, but this... although I think I forgot about the sources being also in the range of this guy, so this is going to be interesting what's going to happen. Yeah, I forgot about the sorceress being in the range of this. But these guys not be in a critical mode or critical health after encounter with this guy because of the knight. Yeah. So bringing most of the archer units, and Konrad has definitely committed himself in defense of this area. Okay. Yeah. Wow, okay, so... wow, that's pretty cool. Wasn't able to finish the archer. Yeah, definitely charging against us. I was kind of thinking maybe this guy was going to capture here or here, trying to regroup with the rest of the forces, but charging unit as it is, just straight up attacked our archer unit. And yeah, okay, so it's a pretty good position for us, but I don't know what the results are going to be like. As you can see, yeah, exactly what happened. I forgot about the unit placement and then I got punished for it, but not to the degree where I really got punished for it, because I was able to evade the second of this guy's charges. Yeah, 21 I think it was. The Shredik would have finished this if it landed for the second time. Yeah, very lucky there. Yeah. It was 40% I think, against their maybe 60 or 50. I don't know exactly how it really calculates. Maybe it was 60% or something, or maybe because of the fact that it's a lance attack, it would have been around 40 or something, or 50, but the sword attacks would have been 60, I'm sure. Yeah, so this guy is trying to lend some strength as these guys converge on the mountain area here. So our middle is now being protected by these guys. But then, yeah, I think we can handle the one lone bowman unit. So I think it was a good decision to try to bring the dwarves to attack this guy or to protect the middle a bit. Although it's not enough, I think. Alright, okay, so these guys still not have captured all the villages, but bulk of their units are now about to cross just in time for day to break, and it's going to be some painful moments, I think, in reserve for our forces as the day approaches. Although now in the south, we are in a pretty good hands. Wasn't able to entangle this guy for the first time, but second time it worked, and the lone archery man, Archer, was able to finish. Wow, that's pretty cool. I don't know whether I'm able to... Okay, yeah, I can finish this guy off. Nice. With the ranger, I believe. And that was really lucky shot. Nice. Yeah, one fell swoop was able to defeat the lancer. And quite interesting. I don't know whether this is a bit of a hubris working here, but then I cross and try to advance toward the villages. I don't think that's a really good idea. Yeah, because these guys will surely come in 2 turns at least. And surely will converge upon one of these units, and we're going to be throwing out units needlessly if I stay here. So I'm not so sure exactly what my intention was. To show some strength or wait for Konrad to take up Li'sar's place. I mean, we do have some forest here to, to defend against any unit, but then it's going to be spreading out the units and we'll lose some leadership effect. Okay, so in the south we are trying to measure our advance, as you can see. Yeah, so we don't provoke this guy to come out and charge us at its strongest state during the day. I think we are just trying to spend the day and kind of fend whatever unit this guy will issue forth while waiting for the night to really go in and claim the south for our forces. Yeah, now they're charging into the river. Okay, yeah, bring another lancer or knight. I think it was knight. Oh my goodness, they're really hauling here. Interesting. Yeah, so some of these guys are going up north. The purple guy, I guess, tends to split their troops between south and north. Yeah, trying to add more to the attack against Li'sar and Konrad. So, although it's going to take some time to arrive, it's going to definitely arrive in time for us to actually engage our forces before we reach that 35 unit killed mark. And here, yeah, with a dangerous approach, you're aiming straight against our I guess vestigial force here in the middle, kind of weak against trying to defend against 3 cavalrymen. So we might have to adjust our plan a bit here and see whether we can make use of the terrain to act as a buffer against this guy. Although I don't know whether it's going to happen in time for us to defeat this guy and also help out. So these guys will be by themselves. Hopefully this guy will arrive to try to help. Although I don't know if that's going to really work unless... Yeah, I think maybe this guy will be able to survive at least 2 turns against the cavalrymen in the mountains at least. But I'm not exactly sure what I do. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. The orange guys will round out the force. Yeah, another knight. So 4 or 5 knights aiming our middle, so that could be problematic. Although they have to go across the sand, around the sand, excuse me, to engage us in the middle. Yeah, so it's gonna take around 2 turns before the day is over. And in the northwest, yeah, these guys are also about to reach us, so we have to make a move. Yeah, capturing the village and waiting out the southern guy. Yeah, in some kind of formation there. And the decision has been made, as you can see there. Okay, so I do retreat from the front. Yeah. I'm preparing for their arrival, possibly during dusk. Yeah, and then oh, okay, so maybe I thought that they'd be more attracted to capturing the villages first, and then waiting a turn before the night approaches, so that we have better chance against them. I don't know whether that actually works, but it's a good try. And yeah, make a decision. I think I decided to bring Konrad down because I'm afraid of these guys. Although then they can just simply attack Li'sar and then we'll be worse off for it. But then I think I'm kind of stationing him here to see whether either this or this side needs help, and we'll move accordingly. Yeah, I don't know whether that's actually a good idea, leaving Konrad open. Feels, I mean, these guys not be able to reach him in at least 2 or 3 turns, but still feels rather vulnerable. And this is another point of defense. Yeah, a zone of buffer, zone of defense here I've set up because of these guys, along with the healer and attack. And this guy, well, this guy will be upgraded soon, so not really a bad idea to bring this guy up. We'll have another health pool in no time. Yeah, lost some health here. Hopefully be healed soon. Yeah, he's healthy, so he's going to gain some health points back. Here I just, yeah, I react to the recruitment of night, as you can see. Yeah, pretty simple really. I don't know whether this waiting game is actually worth it, but it kind of worked many times before, so I'm not about to change the tactic. Unless this guy brings another knight, then I might have to just charge in and then take this area with the level 1 unit and see how effective their defense is going to be while the rest of the forces move in, because I have no time. I have to prepare for the defenses against these guys. Alright, so this guy captures the village and across the... Yeah, so I'll not be able to defend them during the night as I hoped. Okay, I charge it straight. Yeah, that's a really good position for us to counterattack. And that bowman captures a village, so yeah, no need for the knight. Let's see if I can go there. Yeah, no need for the knight to capture here first. I can just capture here and then straight proceed on attacking archers. All level 1s, wow, with only Li'sar to provide leadership, so they act as level 2 units. And also this Li'sar provides initiative, which means that even though this guy would attack first, this defense unit will have a first shot. Kinda useful in this situation. Alright, so purple guys, I think they're in range of Konrad next turn. Yeah, definitely. Capturing all the middle. Yeah, pretty scary there. And the orange guys are following up with bowmen and also one lone knight unit. I'm not so sure whether it's going to try to attempt to cross right away or it's going to follow up the rest of their troop. I think it's gonna just cross, because I think it's a faster way of rejoining the rest of each army and putting some pressure on us. Alright. Yeah, straight up. Okay, so this is an important battle taking place. Although, I mean, this guy is outmatched. Yeah, not be able to be helped by the Grand Knight himself, and also he brings in a bowman. Yeah, it's going to be quickly dispatched, although it might serve as a zone of defense and place our troops out of our most optimal formation to attack this guy during the night. Sort of a stumbling block. Okay, entangle, and wow, okay, so the dwarvish lord attack straight up. Wow, and then yeah, okay, I do upgrade the archer pretty quickly as a marksman. Yeah, okay. That's a pretty good battle. Yeah, making sure that the units get upgraded as much as possible, because I do feel that some of the units here will be maybe lost, unfortunately. Yeah, wow, that's impressive. Yeah, 2 units lost, so it's a pretty bad outcome for us, especially against the 70% defense. I hope that I would have better result than being killed off in that's basically one-shotted by this cavalryman, but it was expected. 38 charging attacks, or 37, definitely took a toll on the archer, so I lost around 40% of our units, or a little bit less than 40%, but still a substantial amount of units were lost. So yeah, I mean, we are in trouble here in the north. Oh my goodness, Konrad should not have moved. Although I don't know whether that could have helped, because this guy is a critical unit and will be exposed to multiple units, powerful units, rather if he attempts to defend this area. Okay, so Li'sar is all by herself. Okay, so provide leadership. Definitely have to provide leadership in the offensive side of things, because that's when the level 2 prowess or attack damage bears out. Okay, so this guy's different faction, purple faction, alright, along with the northwestern faction. Yeah, wow. It's impressive. And here also, it's a pretty bad situation for us. I mean, Konrad has to go into the mountains to escape from this guy. And the reaches of other cavalry units, yeah, 2 cavalry units to be exact. Yeah, pretty bad situation, especially when this guy is also about to converge upon Li'sar. Yeah, this has all the markings of another failed attempt. Yeah, it's a very not an ideal situation to be in, but you know, I just had to just see what happens, you know, because RNG has a funny way of evening things out a bit, especially after I have lost all the units here. And this guy has set up shop in the forest, so we don't have the advantage of getting forest tile to attack the cavalrymen. Yeah, so all in all, a bad turn for us, as we have expected, because they are now in attacking form. Only silver lining is that the night is approaching, so their attack is going to be cut by a certain percentage. Alright, Li'sar directly attacks him. Yeah, so taking matters into her own hands. Oh, that was a pretty good attack. Yeah, followed by not so much, but still, we had to bury it through. Yeah, okay, so... Wow. What I do here is I think I forget about the south for a moment, but then converge all my units toward this area to face off against the impending threat of 3 cavalryman units attacking our positions directly to the east. So that's my... It's kind of haphazard, more of a reactionary kind of maneuver than anything. Whether it's going to work is... I mean, you know, up to the RNG, of course. Okay, so this ranger is now nestled in pretty comfortably to try to provide ambush. Alright, so pretty good. Nice, yeah, so definitely good defense against those cavalry units. And now the situation has reversed in the north, it seems, because now we can counterattack during the night and be able to finish these guys off. Further weakening, yeah, definitely, basically wiping them off, and I think trading 3 cavalryman units plus 1 bowman with 2 of our archer units is a really good trade for us in terms of unit losses. Yeah, and of course, yeah, bring in more units to take advantage of the fact that our forces are tied up immediately to the north. So this is not going to be easy, especially when they set up shop in the villages to protect their lord. Yeah, so it's going to be something that I have to make a decision whether I'm going to split our forces up further and, you know, go with the original plan of attacking this guy during the night, or spend all our forces and resources to just fend off this guy and fighting them in a favorable position during the favorable time of the day, so we cannot lose any chance of defeating them where it is the most advantageous for us. Yes, okay, so we lose the ranger unit, unfortunately. And one of the complaints I have against this particular encounter was that the unit was supposedly ambushed. Let me just finish this guy's turn. Further attacking, and then the archer does a better job of defending than the ranger was able to, although it was a knight, not a lancer. Alright, so knight approaches. We have to make the most of this. Yeah, like I was saying, this ranger was able to ambush this guy, but then this guy attacked anyways and then was able to, you know, destroy him. I don't think that's really how ambush really works. If you're ambushed, then you should be getting attacked, but instead of being even attacked, this guy has every ability to attack this guy, and then not even, you know, any kind of disadvantaged or any compromised attack percentages. I mean, it doesn't do anything, it just stops the unit. Just stops the unit, doesn't do anything. I thought ambush would be a bit more useful than this. I mean, I thought that just like in Panzer General, if you get ambushed, then you'd be forced with some kind of a compromised position and be attacked at the same time to basically fulfill you placing this unit to ambush your unsuspecting foe. Probably if I get to upgrade any of these archer units, I don't know if I have any with any kind of experience to be upgraded, but then yeah, I definitely will not choose to upgrade any of these guys into rangers, because this ranger is basically useless. It only has a bit more health point than the regular marksman and brings in a sword attack, but I mean, that's not what it is for really. Yeah, it's not really useful at all. Let me just compare it to the marksman here. Yeah, 7 times 2, 8 times 3, so it does bring in a bit more melee attack, but I mean, that's not what this elvish archer is supposed to be used for. And marksman also, she benefits from the 70% defensive bonus in the forest too, so yeah, rangers are just useless units, I think. Not completely useless, but definitely compared to the marksman. Yeah, so the ambush really, I mean, I think I got fooled by, I should have known better, but let me see what the ambush does. Yeah, I mean, you cannot really see the units in the forest, and it only uses movement, which is just not a really great way of spending your, you know, experience points, or I don't know, like spending any kind of effort to upgrade these guys further. They have another level called Avenger, and then it's basically, yeah, basically a bit better attacks across the board, cooler unit sprite perhaps, and same kind of ambush. Doesn't even attack. I mean, I guess elves are honorable that they don't want to attack any kind of compromised unit. They believe in the fair and square kind of fight. I don't know, just silly in my opinion. Yeah, so marksman takes charge of the defenses here, basically throwing in the marksman. Because I gained the marksman, I can afford to lose one, I guess. 24, nice. Oh, okay, so I do finish them off. Wow, yeah, so that's definitely a coup. Really good job by Li'sar and the archers here. Some of these guys will hopefully be upgraded. Yeah, definitely a good defense, and now we only have archers to face off against, although in group they could be pretty dangerous as well, and we have one cavalryman also. We'll be able to take care of it. And here, yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, this guy first, yeah. So bowman, I don't know why. He travels across all the way up north, capture the village. Might be able to surprise us because I lose track. I tend to lose track of units. Here, they're just, yeah, grouping together. Yeah, I think grouping together. I think this guy went backward. Tried to attack during the day and also with the rest of the archers, so that's a good idea. Okay, yeah, now this guy is really lucky not to have been killed off. Apparently I have moved my units, so I did stick with the original plan of at least bringing some units down to finish this guy up, and this guy kind of responds, and then is in direct line for us to capture this guy. But then, yeah, this guy has a huge health pool, so that is also a question. I mean, I did bring all the hero units here, so I don't think there'll be a problem. They have another bowman, so yeah, 4 bowmen, 3 bowmen, and 1 Grand Knight. Yeah, it's going to be a battle, definitely. Yeah, definitely a battle. I don't think I'll be able to finish all of them. But let's see what happens. Here, pretty good defense going on. Yeah, very good defense. 1 archer against 3 cavalryman charges and was able to survive. That is definitely a good roll. Very good roll. Okay, so I use archers to make sure that some of the attacks are not really great, but yeah. Okay, let's see what happens here. Action is really frenetic. I assure you that the action was not this quick when I agonize over like, what kind of units to move and what to do to get this guy off our backs. But then was able to finish the bowman here and also got this guy, so Ruga. And this is really strange because the rest of the clan will fight out although this guy is captured. That's not how it usually works, but why not? I mean, you know, it's more better for us now because we have more units to finish up. Although it might have been interesting if this guy turned size too. Could have elongated the battle a bit more, but maybe nice to have certain... I mean, if this guy had a cavalryman unit, it'd be nice if the rest of the unit followed suit and joined our army. That'd be pretty cool, but not how it really works. Alright, so this battle here was rather disappointing, although I mean, compared to this guy's turn of attacks against 1 lone unit, it's really nothing comparable. Yeah, these guys are kind of in the bad situation here. So we kind of held our line and didn't really suffer too much in this encounter, so yeah, pretty happy with what is happening. And here we're just holding tough and getting healed up, recharging. Alright, getting all the villages. Yeah, okay, so it's going to bring in more and more units, as you can see. Another knight unit. I wonder what would happen if I actually went for this guy. Would have been really worse off. I mean, that's not really what I should have done. Just too far away, and then it's going to expose us from so many different units, as this guy also produces knight units, and then we'll be able to bring their forces up north. Alright, so... okay. Yeah, unfortunately... well, I mean, unfortunate that was not able to hit him back, but then fortunate that it got upgraded by being hit by arrows. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. And this guy also has the same type of stats, although this guy's resilient, so has 50 health points instead of 45. Yeah. Has another Dragon Guard, so can upgrade to another level. Level 3. Wow, it looks awesome. It's amazing. It's showing off the dragon-shaped rifle or thunderstick. 40 times 1. That's amazing. It's almost like a maximum augur level type of damage. Yeah, and pierce too, so it's going to make mincemeat out of the knight if it actually hits. And I do believe that we get to use some of the Thunder Guard's action against the cavalrymen, or at least these archers, so yeah, pretty exciting to see in action. Another Lancer, and yeah, unfortunately the counterattack has been pretty painful. The archer that has defended so valiantly against the 3 cavalrymen is no more. We do have a couple of other units although they're level 2 units, some of them. Now, in trying to fend off against these 3 rather still dangerous units, and with the other archer units approaching, and their turn has not... Yeah, okay, so was able to survive, but I don't know exactly... Survived. Wow. Yeah, these guys have still to move, so... And now the orange guys turn to hit back against us with another knight in tow, so 4 knight units, now daybreaks, compromised position. And we really need to move this unit, or even forget about this guy. Let cannons take care of this guy while the rest of the unit just try to move as fast as possible to make this our next Alamo, so to speak. And the north, surprisingly, it's rather quiet, although it's going to heat up very soon in the next turn. Okay, so the Thunder Guard just shouldn't move, but I was just making use of it. Nice. Yeah, we just bring all the forces to finish that guy off. Even the Dwarvish Lord upgraded, of course. Even the Dwarvish Lord is out of position to finish off that cavalryman or the knight unit. My goodness, so there was some battle. So still have 1 purple knight, and with the orange knight also in range. Yeah, definitely in danger, especially the marksman here. Going to be probably killed off. Yeah, because not only the range of this guy but also these units too, so yeah, not going to be really good for this level 2 marksman. I think this guy was just upgraded, so it's too bad. Yeah, sharpshooter is another archer unit that had to be healed up and will be out of action for a while in the rear guard or in the back. And this guy should have moved a bit, but then was too attracted. Cannons instead moved up, so I guess that's good. And now being attacked by the cavalryman, misses twice. I think level 1 units tend to miss a whole lot more than level 2 units, although it's the same type of percentage attack rating, but I don't know, it just seems that level 2 units hit far more and far harder, of course, against the level 1 unit. Yeah, Dwarvish Lord gets attacked, just like the highwayman. Oh, okay, got finished off, unfortunately. But fortunately, that archer was targeted instead of the marksman, so marksman lives to fight another turn. And as you can see, they keep producing 9 units. They have resources to spare, I guess. So more knight units are coming, although it's going to be some time before they reach us. 3 knight units in our immediate vicinity, along with multiple bow units. And this face off against, yeah, will be face off against another lancer here, cavalryman here. My goodness, yeah, action really hits up in the north as well. Yeah, marksman definitely the favorite target for the advanced unit. Fortunately was able to survive thanks to 70% defense. Very fortunate. I had to, maximize the chances of it living, surviving, and it worked. Yeah, that cavalryman unit has been finished off, and same goes for the archer unit. Wow, that's amazing. Very impressive looking, at least. And the ranger unit got upgraded to Avenger, so yeah, I really said bad things about the ranger, but I mean, each archer unit can be pretty effective at times. It doesn't really lose much in terms of damage rating against marksmen, so I guess if this guy was able to ambush and attack at the same time, like I wanted them to, then this could have been considered OP. I guess in a really big forest it could have worked, because this guy will be having like 70% bonus along with all the advantages with the bow and sword. Yeah, in this area where these guys could attack in multiple positions, yeah, it not being as effective, I think. I don't know, maybe if I have another chance. If I have another chance to upgrade this archer unit, I would definitely bring in more marksmen instead of rangers. That's how I feel. And then, I should have read what ambush does, felt wrongly about it, so so pretty good defense. But then yeah, this guy couldn't follow up and repeat the second time against the cavalryman, and they run away. Yeah, okay. So they don't want to chance it. They don't throw it against the wall of this 70% defense. So it has some self-preservation ability to think for itself. Okay. Okay, what happened here? What is happening? Oh, you're bringing 2 more bowman units. Okay, not much of a concern. Yeah, find the forest. And then wow, the vanguard does really well in defending himself with the blade. Yeah, okay, we have 3 archers left. My goodness, we don't have a lot of units left now. We started with like 6 orange units. Now round up the attack of the clans. Definitely was in danger there, but saved. Yeah, I mean, I cannot really count how many times I was saved by the elves in the forest. Could have definitely been ran over by these knights in the open, but thankfully them being in the forest and defending, although they don't entrench. Yeah, I mean, they definitely did well here in defending, at least this day. Now we wait for the dusk to arrive. It's going to be some time. Yeah, it's going to be some time. They have at least 1 more turn of attacks before the dusk arrives. Although I do a pretty good job here finishing these guys off. Yeah, this guy is out of position, but I have to make sure that that guy is off our backs. And finally, we shorten our line of defense here. Yeah, I have no other way but to do that because Li'sar, I think, was exposed by the Lancer. Really afraid of Lancers by now. And 32 times 3, 64 if it hits by charge attack. And Li'sar, unfortunately, is exposed to this guy. Yeah, so we'll have to see. Although, if I lost Li'sar, then this wouldn't have been an AAR. And yeah, of course, picks apart that archer, unfortunately. So Li'sar and the rest of the crew up north is in serious danger. Only thing that I can rely on is the dusk approaching. We brought some units, and Li'sar is now being hit by the bowman, although that kind of... I don't know what it really means, we just have to attack back. Yeah, the Archlord is definitely performing his tank role in the mountains. Not in the mountains, but basically surrounded by the troops here. Yeah, 89 has been whittled down to 35, but that was 54 damage not being distributed among the elves, and definitely would have taken 1 or 2 units away if that were the case. It has definitely absorbed a lot of damage. Let's see what I do. Okay, missed there, unfortunate, not the best showing there. Load, should have done that first. Alright, so Marksman is now being on the verge of another level up. Wow, that's amazing. And we tied it up there in the south. And got rid of the Lancer, fortunately enough. And upgrade the unit. I think there was a level 3 Marksman being upgraded to just the same level. But now has, I think, 1 more hit point than before, or 2 more hit points. So that's pretty good. Every hit point count in this particular scenario, it seems. And now we got rid of all the initial attacking wave from the clans. So that was a success, I believe. I think I lost a ranger and the archer, 2 or 3 archers, but that was pretty spirited defense that kind of worked in our favor. And now we have, I think, half of the... We are halfway toward the goal of 35 units. Brings another Lancer. So we might have to face a unit yet before everything's said and done. Another knight unit comes along. Yeah. I don't know why there's a pause in between the northwest faction and the purple faction in the west. I don't know, there's some kind of a bug or something? I don't know. He brings another unit? Alright. Yeah. Now another fresh set of knight units to bash their heads against us. So it's really never letting up. Yeah. They really did a good job of this never letting up thing here. Multiple units are being exposed, the druid in serious danger, and the ranger of course. After being upgraded to level 3, is now... I mean, I don't know if they're... Yeah, I think if it hits all 3 times, then this guy is toast. I think, yeah, the champion might be able to help a bit in this matters, or I might have to do some retreating. Yeah, I do retreat. The champion is up there by his lonesome. That's my plan, I guess. And Li'sar completely gets out of the forest. I believe now we are in a mode where we need to consolidate all our forces and make our stand here in this middle island of mountains and forest. And I do think that maybe I could think back, but Li'sar is out of the forest, so yeah, this is basically over. We are just basically giving up this area to the advancing army. Oh, the Lancer, yeah, so we have to run away from them. I don't think we can face them now with 2 archers. Although, it'll be under leadership of Li'sar, has helped tremendously. Okay, oh, another lucky strike. Goodness, or lack of strikes. Goodness, we have lost that unit. Yeah, another knight unit. Never letting up. Okay, so upgrade to level 3, so the evolution is complete. And now, I don't know, I didn't count as the forces were cut down, but that was it, folks. We are routing their forces. Let's see if the clan has had enough. Their helping guarding our flanks will be invaluable. I don't know whether that really has to do anything with the last scenario, although it might be pretty cool if they actually reinforce our flanks as we try to battle the Dark Queen's forces. Stop! I cannot believe this. You have defeated us. Indeed, you're worthy even to claim the throne. The clans will help you. We fight with you against the Queen. So you admit defeat? You reassert me in fighting the evil Queen? We'll serve you, my lord. You'll make a worthy king. So he thinks that Konrad is going to be king. Yeah, I guess felt the same too, but I don't think he even raised a finger in this fight. The mighty riders of the Eastern Plains, the knights of the clans, are now yours to command. I think this is just that I'll be able to recruit these knights instead of them really being there in force. Although we have defeated Sir Ruga fair and square, so I guess he'll be available. I think you are mistaken. You'll help me be queen. Who then is your leader? Whom do we serve? I don't know, maybe we can fight over that also. You will serve us. You will protect our flanks while we make way straight for the queen. With you on either flank, we can surely overcome her. Cool, so they also join our battle. It'd be nice to see. Delfador, don't you think it is time we settle this? Yes, it is time. It is time for the truth to be told. I hoped to take this secret to my grave, but it isn't to be. You elves live too long, and though I've tried hard to understand, your wisdom is foreign to me. Yeah, so Delfador has kept some certain secrets, and he kind of got, I guess, not really taken to task, but was reminded of this little thing that he hid away from all of us by the Elven Council when they decided to choose Li'sar over Konrad to inherit the throne. So that is going to be revealed, I think, in the next short while. So he's giving us a bit of preview. Secret? What secret, Delfador? What are you talking about? So that is Konrad obviously didn't know. Wow, for 17 years. We should not speak of it now. Instead, come with me, Konrad and Li'sar, to the top of Mount Elnar to look at Weldyn, to make plans for the battle, and to talk. Okay? So yeah, nice mountain trip in store for these guys as they talk amongst themselves. Try to air what they have on their mind and see if they come to a complete agreement and on the same page before they mount the final attack against Queen Ashvir. Yeah, that was the archer basically letting out that cry and signaling that we have achieved the victory here. Yeah, so this is it. I think I've lost around 8 or 9 units. Can see. I recruited 22, all elvish archers. Wow. They recruit all these guys. And 12 advancement, my goodness. 2 for elvish avenger, 2 for champion, 4 for dwarvish thunder guard. Are you sure about this? I only brought 2. I think this kind of counts the advancement again or something. I don't know whether this is a bug or not. This is definitely a bug, because I only brought in 2 thunder stick guys and they all advanced. So they only 1. So I only brought 1 archer as fresh recruit to the level of marksman, but that guy was really lucky. Was able to defend and shoot and land a lot of shots. So kill 70, yeah, so this is basically double. I don't know how it counts double, but I think we can extrapolate. So we lost 8 archers and 1 ranger, yeah. That's yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good result that I was happy with. I mean, I was really lucky, especially in the forest, as we kept defending against these cavalrymen. And yeah, there was a lot of times where things could have gone south. And then I had no choice but to start, because I really need to conserve my forces for the last scenario. Although, I mean, in that last scenario, I can probably throw some of the guys to get all the leverage that we can to fight the queen. But for this scenario, yeah, I mean, I had to at least try to make sure that I get all the guys safe for the last battle. And I think I did that. I think I was able to defend and move really quickly with the units, although there were some rather yeah, interesting, to say the least, situations arising from the north in the beginning phase, and then as we continuously battled the cavalrymen, yeah, this was rather precarious in how we were able to use and rotate the units out and hope that the healing and the forest will be able to cover us at least for another turn. So yeah, it was a really, when I played this, I was really you know, kind of stressed out. Just wanted to be done with it all, but yeah, I mean, like, I didn't lose any level 3 units. I was able to keep advancing certain units and make good use of the dwarvish lord and the units that I'm happy to bring to the next scenario. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed this AAR as I make the preparations for the last scenario. Hope that you also stay tuned. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time.